Hi guys, welcome back to Sacred Shifts and how to navigate them. So, I had a wild dream. It was kind of creepy, honestly, but I think it is like the gist of it is basically trying to save people because um, trying to save people besides yourself, right? There's like I don't know. In the dream, I was like dating this dude, right? And in the dream, he was like trapped in this room. He was like bound up by a bunch of shit, right? And there was like papers all over the walls, right? Um, yeah, and I was like trying to save this man from it was like the chains that he was binding himself by these chains. I don't know how to explain it other than that, but and at one point I went to go like get him nicotine, and then I got caught trying to get him nicotine, and then I ended up like back in this room with him binding himself. So I think the gist of the dream is like letting go of people who are binding themselves, right? To um to you like saving them. Like they're not willing to save themselves. Yeah. And they may be like ruled by lust or money is what I heard. But like they're not willing to save themselves. They're not willing to like face their ego head on, right? They're not willing to build conscious, safe creations. I mean, communities, right? They're not on that same page and path as you are, right? You're like ready to heal your voice, ready to unbind yourself. 143, it means I love you. You're ready to be unbound. You no longer want to bind yourself. So yeah, it was intense to say the least. That's way too much. Yeah, but I do feel like you're being called to chase your star, not like save everybody else from their dead dreams, right? That's too much. That's too much of a book for me. But yeah, I do feel like you're being called to, yeah, bring the tower down on like the ways that you're trying to save everyone else but yourself. You're being called to save yourself in whatever retrospect that is, right? Like chase your motherfucking dreams. Yeah, and this person may have used your emotions against you, and you're being called to look at like what patterns like keep you stuck and trapped with this person, even though you're not bound to them, you're not bound to this situation. What emotions or patterns from childhood, right, pull you down to the same level as this person, right? Because you're being called to leave this deceptive energy in the past. They can't freaking love you. They can't unbind themselves. And they're not willing to like even recognize their own magic, right? Or that you are magic, right? They're not willing to listen to spirit or let spirit lead them, right? So you're going to have to like let them go so that you can find people on the same page and path as you. You can find people that are willing to unbind themselves from catastrophe is what I heard. And then who are going to call judgment on themselves, who are going to say, hey, I have to free myself from who I think I should be, and I should learn to be. That's funny. I didn't notice that card. I wrote it the other day. The wheel is turning in your favor. And then we've got manifestations coming in. It's time to be open to it, right? We have to be detached from this energy, though, right? 3, 4, 5 on the timer when I said that. We have to be saving ourselves, right? Yeah, have to be planting seeds of alignment, not like trying to save someone else is like pulling you out of alignment, right? It's uprooting you. And you're being called to like root down into who you want to be. I heard let go of the sadness. You may be called to like, yeah, let go. Like walk away from the sadness, bro, towards the sun, towards healing, towards Venusian energy, right? Towards, yeah, and then like let go of this, my categories. Letting go of this, I heard anxious energy, but what I was going to say is envious energy. It's really going to catapult you forward is what I heard. Yeah. This person wants you to be stuck in their indecision, right? In their indecision. That's funny. It came out like that, right? So that you don't recognize like you have a lot to celebrate about. 5, 4, 5, 6 on the timer. Yeah, you do have a lot of envy surrounding the fact that you're choosing to stay in your bubble. You're choosing to cultivate the life that you want. You're choosing to find balance, right? Okay. And Oracle. The Eight of Cups from my other deck is out. Underneath that one, that's just funny. You are choosing to walk away from something that can't hold you, right? Because they're bound by their own decisions, is what I heard. Sorry, it's not funny. I don't know why. I don't know why, guys. It must be just overwhelming energy. You're being called to like forgive this person as well as yourself. Grant yourself clemency is what I heard. And you do have like friendships and people on the same path as you coming in. In a speaking journey, you're being called to speak your truth. Ask for what you need, right? And we've got success and restoration of life. You do have a lot of good things coming in. It's time you believe that they're for you and you let go of these people who aren't willing to let go of their self-harm, right? Because then you're going to get pulled into it. You're going to get pulled away from this success, this restoration of life, right? That you've been aching for is what I heard. So, all right. Some of mine, that's where I'm going to leave it. The one that fell on the bottom is, it's time to stop breadcrumbing your dreams, bro. This person may have breadcrumbed you. These people. Put yourself on a pedestal. Self to the love. Take time to talk to the birds, the trees, the stars, and the moon. Hashtag connected. Are you creating friction or flow? Hashtag surrender. Venus pertaining to relationships, romantic, platonic, love languages, desire, and allure. What if it turns out better than you can imagine? Happy little thoughts. Ask for help, but be open to receive. And be proud of yourself. Give yourself credit. All right, guys, I hope this helps.